One, two, three. It's the podcast. Hello, everybody. My name is Cosmo with Truk. I'll be sitting in for Zeke today. Unfortunately, Zeke, Joel, and Jose, none of them could be here, as they all have their reasons, I'm sure. But they asked me to sit in. I'm here with my special guest / special guest co-host, Priest Stewart. He's going to be helping me out today. We're just going to kick it right in. I'm going to start by introducing Priest. He's a good friend of mine. He's in a band, Slow Motion Breakdown, singer, songwriter, drummer. He does it all, people. Priest, how you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. Thanks for having me on, man.
Thanks for helping me out, man. So, tell me a little bit about your band, Slow Motion Breakdown. How'd you guys get together?
Well, it all started out with Joel, the guitar player. Him and I have been friends since elementary school, and kind of went our separate ways after that, but started hanging out again about 5 years ago, and he's an amazing songwriter himself. He can just,
That he is.
come up with amazing riffs, and we would piece together songs, and I write lyrics like that. So we just decided that we should, start forming another band, and actually had a different drummer for a little while.
So you started out as just the singer?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And I'd been drumming my whole life, so I wanted to do something a little different.
Right on.
And we had to get rid of him, and our bass player at the time, we didn't know what to do, and he's like, sit down, here's a mic. Like, the songs, like, just do it. I was like, really?
There you go.
And I've been doing that for 5 years.
Awesome, man. And you guys are doing really well. I've seen you guys play. You're amazing. I know you have an album out. When did that come out, and how can we get it?
It came out like a little less than a year ago. It's been on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff, SoundCloud, CD Baby. We just now got physical copies. It's been a long road getting that, the money up to get that, but you can find it on there. Yeah.
Right on. And how much you guys charge for that on there, or is it?
You can listen to it for free on, I think on SoundCloud and CD Baby. You can listen to it for free, but iTunes, it's $10.
Right on. That's a good deal. So, tell me a little bit about the album. You got some favorite songs, or?
Yeah, it's a nice mix of some of the very first songs that Joel and I ever wrote from back in the day. And when we got Jason, our current bass player, when we got him into it, he's also an amazing songwriter and bass player, and we started writing some new stuff. I think my favorite one is Lust would be my favorite song.
Lust. Tell me about Lust. What's that about?
Well, it's basically a chronicling from a third-person perspective of 3 women that I knew. Basically, 3 different women that I knew, and just their stories. It's just basically about them,
Okay, 3 different women that you knew?
Just...
Yeah, you don't have to answer that.
Yeah, they were love interests, and
cool, man.
But I wanted to just kind of tell their story without me in it. You know what I mean? From a third-person perspective. And
very cool, man. Sounds great. You guys have a lot of upcoming shows coming. I know that. Lucky enough to be playing with you at a few of them. Why don't you tell me what you got coming up?
Well, coming up this weekend, we've got the Broken String Festival at the Broken Straw Fish and Gun Club in Youngsville, Pennsylvania. We're playing Saturday night. Trip the Deuce. You guys are playing Friday night. That's a great time. It's a 6th year running.
So is it all? It's just a Saturday and Sunday all weekend, or Friday, Saturday? I mean, said that wrong.
Usually, yeah. Friday, the music usually starts at like 9, and then it'll go all night, and then all day Saturday they have like live bands outside. Later on at night, it gets moved inside, and then Sunday morning they'll have some stuff too. And it's cool, $15. That includes parking and
can't really beat that.
Camping.
That's a good deal.
Bring your own booze, and it's a good time.
Okay, so you got the Broken String coming up. What else? I know I saw something about you guys playing with Cold Lazarus
at Fat Daddy's. It's a bar down in Warren, Pennsylvania. They just renovated and made a ton of room, knocked down some walls, built a stage. They really want to start making we need a better live venue in Warren for sure.
Hey, I like it out there, man. I've been out there a couple times now. It's pretty cool out there. So you got Fat Daddy's coming up, and I know
September 1st.
And then September 2nd...
Yep, we're playing at the Q.
We will be playing together at the Q. We're opening for you guys, so that'll be a lot of fun as well. So a lot of shows coming. Are you guys playing the local music showcase?
Yes, the following weekend we're playing at 9 p.m. at Shawbucks.
9 p.m. at Shawbucks, local music showcase for anybody who doesn't know. A fantastic way to hear all the different bands and local things got going on in Jamestown. It's a great thing. Come out. There will be all the bars. We'll have musicians through most of the night, starting at like 6 o'clock, I believe. That's September 9th. So these guys will be at Shawbucks. And cool. That's Priest, everybody. He's going to help me for the rest of this show. Thank you very much for being here again, Priest. So check out Slow Motion Breakdown. They're a fantastic band. One of my favorite local bands. So that's where it's at, man. We're going to shoot right into our GoTalk. This is the part of the show where we like to talk about Game of Thrones because it is probably the best show that's ever been made, in my opinion at least. And I guess this week we are recapping episode 5. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, you might not want to listen because we're going to be talking about that episode. So, some big things happen in episode 5. You got a lot of people on the move. Let's start with the main thing. It's how the episode ends, but it's what everybody, it's the big thing. Jon Snow gets his group, and they're going on the other side of the wall. This group is filled with big-time characters. You got the Brotherhood in there, the Hound, Tormund, Jon Snow, Gendry, and Jorah. So, this is quite a group of big-time characters.
Yeah.
And, they're just getting out there. They're just going together. You can tell all of them, there's a lot of, dislike going on within.
Oh, yeah. They all have reasons to hate each other.
Right. They all have reasons to not like each other. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I want to ask you, Priest. Obviously, they're going to face the White Walkers. This is going to happen. Someone's going to die. Who's it going to be, man? Who's not making it back? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to say for, as far as storytelling purposes, it's going to suck, but I don't think Jorah's going to make it back.
Jorah. That's, that could very well happen. See, I thought it might be someone from the Brotherhood, but, the way that Jorah ended with Daenerys, they had that little meet back up, and it almost felt like that, didn't it?
And, the fact that he survived something that only one other person that we know of has survived before, right. The grayscale, and the fact that...
Which is awesome, by the way. It's good to have him back healthy, just so that maybe he could possibly die on the other side of the wall.
Danny's going to need a shoulder to lean on and cry on.
And we all know it's going to be Jon Snow.
Who's that going to be?
Everybody wants to see it, obviously.
Yeah.
Even though we got a little aunt and nephew thing going on there.
They're Targaryens, it's fine.
They're Targaryens, exactly. So, what else do we have? Well, there's always the Baelish and Arya and Sansa story. See, I like this because Baelish, Arya thinks she's got Baelish. In turn, he's kind of looking at her like, oh, she doesn't know that I'm onto her. So he's doing this on purpose for her to find this note, which I paused the screen, guys. If you pay attention and try to read it, the note is, I believe, the note Sansa wrote to Robert about how she pledged her allegiance to Joffrey and what happened with Ned. Am I correct in that?
It is. It's the note that Cersei made Sansa right to Robb to sue for peace and to bend the knee and blah 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 and all that stuff. So he's trying to pit
them against each other,
right? Because she's easier to manipulate if she doesn't have her family.
That's right. But here's the thing. I think, and we're going with little predictions here. I think that Sansa and Arya are double playing Baelish. I think that they know he's on to them because they wanted it to happen. And I think, at the end of the day, Baelish ain't going to be around. So that's my thoughts. I think that it's only a matter of time. Within the next episode or two, Littlefinger's going to get his.
People should know not to underestimate Arya. That's or Baelish, but at the same time, Arya's been through a lot.
It looked like Arya was taking on Brienne there in one of the episodes.
That was pretty awesome, yeah.
So Arya's got it going on. What else happened the week? Can you think of anything? Let's see, important characters.
What I really, really enjoyed about that episode was the tiny little nuances of, plot holes they filled in or look backs on, the fact that Samwell said he was tired of reading about, the achievements of greater men. That's something that his dad said to him the last time his dad saw him.
That's true.
And the fact that, Tully, his girlfriend, what is her name? Can't remember. Sam's girlfriend basically found that
Gilly.
Gilly, that's
Gilly,
what it is.
Yeah.
Gilly found that Rhaegar had an annulment.
Yeah, I thought that was something that a lot of people could have missed in there.
Yeah.
Which kind of tells us that maybe Lyanna and Rhaegar, it was more than, which has been a theory for a while, that it was more than just Rhaegar taking Lyanna, but more they were together. And
I mean, that would mean that Jon Snow is the actual rightful heir to the throne, because he's not a bastard at all. He was born out of wedlock, or not born out of wedlock, but born from an actual marriage.
Right, which is really cool. I liked how they added that in there, and it was kind of sly, too. If you weren't paying attention, that was something you could have missed. Really good episode. They always are. I'm looking forward to see what happens next. Any thoughts for upcoming?
Man, I don't know. There's so much going on. I feel like it could go anywhere, but I mean, I'm very, very. I feel like definitely that Jaime is probably going to kill Cersei.
Okay, that I agree with you. I think a lot of people think that, and that's a good. It just kind of they call them the Valancourt or something like that in the witch's prediction or premonition or whatever you want to call it. She says Cersei will be killed by the Valancourt, which means in Valyrian, little brother. Mm-hmm. And Jaime is, even though they're twins, he's a little younger, so that could very well be how that happens. Who do you think's going to end up ruling everything at the end of the day?
Ruling everything?
Yeah, who's going to be running that shit?
I think that it's going to be Jon and
I sure hope so. That's whatever.
They're looking for a king.
It seems too good to be true, but that's what everybody wants to happen. Maybe that's what'll happen. That's going to do it for our GoTalk recap. What we're going to do now is something completely different. We love Game of Thrones. We hope you love Game of Thrones. So we thought we'd get together, go out and hit the street, talk to some people, and see what they think about Game of Thrones. So this next little segment's going to be called Cos and Priest Hit the Streets. Here we are hitting the streets hardcore. And I mean, there are people everywhere, as you can see. Not in sight at the moment, but we're going to find them. Anybody we've ran into so far, no luck. I guess that's what you get when you go to the bar trying to find people. But we're back out on the street and we're going to make it happen.
My name is Ashley. I work here at Crown Street and I also teach.
What are your overall thoughts? Greatest show ever? Scale
yes,
1 to 10?
I think it's a really great show. It's very addicting.
How long have you been watching it? When did you start it?
Not too long ago.
No, a lot of sleepless nights.
I started reading. I read the first book.
Oh, no way, cool.
And then my friend was like, you just need to watch the show. So I was like, okay. So it was right hand in hand with the book.
Yeah.
The first one is.
The first one is, it doesn't change. Okay, so then
Mm-hmm.
maybe I should read the books too. But I just, completely addicted. I'm totally Team Khaleesi.
Yeah, nice. Is that your, would you say?
Your favorite?
Yeah.
She's my favorite.
Daenerys?
Totally. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I was heartbroken when Jorah was kicked out, because he was a spy. But
What did you, were you upset when the whole thing with Khal Drogo happened?
yes, he was my favorite.
Yeah?
Of course he was.
He was my
So you don't like him at the beginning though, do you? Like when
reading the book I did.
Yeah.
But the show, I knew that it was going to work out, so I didn't hate him as much.
Okay.
I'm glad he gave her a chance.
Okay.
So, end of season 5, you got a couple episodes left. What do you want to see happen? That's, I guess.
I hate the Lannisters. I want them all to go down, especially Cersei. She's an evil person. But I definitely would like to see the current queen. I can't remember her name, but Tyra, is it?
Marjorie.
Marjorie,
Yeah.
all right. Would love to see her as queen, and then the current king, which is Cersei's. Yeah, because I feel like he has potential to be an awesome king. So I would love for that to happen. I don't know what's going to happen, but I also plan to get caught up before season 7's done.
Yeah.
We all want to know the same thing. Why aren't there more dogs in Game of Thrones?
Because they
Besides
kill
the ones that eat people.
They kill all the ones. They killed all the dire wolves.
Do you think that Jon and Daenerys are going to get it
Yes.
on? Think they're going to?
Oh,
Yes, I do.
Do
Yeah.
you want them to get it on?
No.
Why?
Why not?
Fire and Ice, man. Fire and Ice. I think she's more well represented to be a southern, like,
Belle?
mother of dragons. Yeah,
A
and
southern
he's
belle?
like a snowborn, ice hardened, like Lord of the North. I think it's gonna be that way.
Would you say fire melts ice or ice freezes fire?
Yes. In this particular circumstance.
So that's your reason that you don't want them to bump uglies? It does
I think
nothing
they're
to do with
going.
the
I
fact
think
that
they're going
related.
to. I think they're going to, but I don't really.
It doesn't bother you that they're related?
No, it probably doesn't bother him. He seems like he's the kind of guy who's into that kind of thing.
Well, I didn't know that they were related.
Ooh. What? You missed something there.
He is her nephew.
You see the end of season 6 where it shows Ned Stark when he's a younger and he goes up to the tower and Lyanna's there with the baby?
That's Jon.
That's Jon Snow. And
So
that was Rhaegar Targaryen, who was Daenerys' older brother's kid.
Baby, yeah.
So that's
Daenerys is Jon Snow's aunt,
Yeah.
technically.
But I mean, that's a Targaryen thing.
But Targaryens, yeah.
They've
that's
wed
the
brother and sister and stuff before and had babies. It's fine.
So-
no one cares.
he doesn't know that though.
No, she doesn't know it either.
She doesn't know it. Like
Bran's the only one that knows that.
because he can.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on the whole Cersei and Jaime thing?
Well, they're brother and sister, and they're fucking.
They're twins. Yeah.
Right? So
They had 3 kids.
So was that
are all-
okay? Not okay?
I mean, in the actual world that we live in, though, that's kind of frowned upon. But in the Game of Thrones, I guess it's not. I mean, they still kind of like. There's people that kind of ridicule them for that, but.
Do you have a favorite character?
Yeah, but he died a long time ago.
Who?
Stannis Baratheon.
Stannis was your favorite.
Yeah.
Why?
I just like he was a hard ass man, like, and he was like especially like the Battle of Blackwater, like he was gonna overtake up until
Tyrion's little trick with Dragonfire?
No, not
Or
the dragon, not the Dragonfire. What's their dad came and rescued them.
hey, little buddy, come here.
Like they brought the armor.
The Tyrells.
Yeah, the Tyrells. Tyrells and.
So Stannis is your favorite. Does it have anything to do with the fact that he burned his own child at the stake?
No.
But you were totally cool with that. He was still your favorite after he did that?
I think after he did that, and then when Brienne kind of kicked his ass and killed him, I was like, okay, maybe he's not really like the greatest. I like Sir Davos too.
Who do you think will end up ruling the kingdoms when it's all said and done?
I think it's gonna be. I'm having a total brain fart. What's the redhead?
Sansa?
Yeah.
Really?
Honestly,
you think
yeah.
Sansa's gonna be?
Yeah.
That's a different theory. What makes you say that? I like that theory.
I think just the way she's like handling, like she's handling the situation without Jon Snow there, and the way she's dealing with Littlefinger, and I think it's like just how smart she is, and she knows like they need to have food for the winter and whatnot. Like I just think the way she's approaching everything, she's gonna end up.
Maybe she'll be the new little.
I think everybody's gonna end up
Shadow
everybody's gonna end up killing each other, and she's gonna be the one left.
Is she gonna kill Littlefinger or is Arya gonna?
I think Arya is gonna kill Littlefinger.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Arya's gonna kill Littlefinger, dressed as Sansa. That's Zeke's theory, and he talked me into it, and I like it.
That's not bad.
Yeah, I
not a
think
bad
because of the whole face thing.
Yeah.
Should watch it. It's a great show.
Well,
You look very confused.
I'm not confused. I'm just, taking it all in.
Taking it.
Taking it all in.
We're here with local Jamestown legend, fantasy football champion, Chris Matthews. And we're here to talk about Game of Thrones. Big Game of Thrones fan, Chris?
Not huge, no. I'm not into all the intricacies, but I watch.
So you watch it for all the naked chicks, basically?
There hasn't been a lot lately.
Oh, there's always naked chicks.
Not as much
Sometimes
as
there's
at the
penises,
beginning.
too. Is that what
when
you're
they
in
drew
it for?
you in, when they really got you going,
Yeah.
the first couple seasons,
That's true.
it was like soft porn, pretty much.
All right, so who's your favorite character? Let's start there. That's an easy one.
I'm not good with names.
This is going to be a short interview?
Yes, the little girl,
The little girl, Arya.
Arya, my favorite character.
And she would be from the house.
Winterfell.
That's good enough.
I'm
House
like, right?
Yeah.
Stark,
Yeah, you got
Winterfell,
it. You got it. You got it. All right. So, Arya's pretty much a badass right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Where she came from and how far she's progressed is awesome.
Oh yeah. So you like Arya? I like Arya too.
Yeah, she's my favorite by far.
Did you like Arya before or after she turned 18?
What do you mean? What the hell does that mean?
It's always been like.
I was just wondering.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is that?
It was a joke. All right. So who do you want to see as the ruler of all the realm? when
Jon
it's all-
Snow.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow, yeah.
Jon Snow. He's a favorite.
Died. Are you kidding me?
He's back.
Yeah,
Back from dead.
yeah.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I mean, it's all good. What's her name's got dragons and stuff, but that's
yeah, but wouldn't you
way
like to see
unfair.
them hook up?
That would be cool.
Even though they're family, they're technically.
Oh, are they family? They're
Yes,
related?
They're family.
I didn't
People
realize
don't
that.
seem to have caught on to that.
I have not.
Yeah, she's his aunt.
She's actually the younger sister of Rhaegar Targaryen, who Robert Baratheon killed
Yeah.
in the last war. And he took Ned Stark's sister, Lyanna, the whole thing, the war was over.
Okay.
Apparently they were in love with each other and had a baby, and the baby was Jon Snow.
I didn't know that.
You see that at the end of season 6, when it shows Ned Stark go up to the tower and he sees his sister with the baby. That's Jon Snow.
Oh, okay.
The King of the North.
I mean, you paid a lot of attention.
Well, he lied and said
Super
it was
fan?
his bastard child.
Right.
Yeah.
He had to lie so that they wouldn't kill the child, because they were going to kill all.
All the Targaryens. had to
Targaryens.
die.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So,
Who's your favorite character?
My favorite character is Jon Snow.
Good call.
But I love Arya. That's a great.
yeah, that is
Yeah.
a good answer.
She's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Like-
been through a lot.
She's one, I think, the longest, hardest road of all of them.
Her road was tough.
You think?
Sansa had a pretty rough road. Let's be real. She was
I
with
mean, she-
Joffrey,
Yeah.
and he treated her like crap. And then she finally gets away from Joffrey, and Littlefinger pretty much gives her away to Ramsay.
Yeah.
And we all know Ramsay
But
was an
she
asshole.
always knew where she was.
Those are probably like the two worst characters.
Arya was like running around the countryside with this little tiny sword.
With the hound.
Do you
Someone
think
she wanted to kill.
Yeah, the whole time she wanted to murder the man.
Yeah, but I don't think all was said and done she didn't that much, because she let him there to
No,
die
she would've killed
rather
him.
than kill him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She would have killed him.
I think she left him there to die.
She was biding her time. Instead of, she left him there to
Instead of-
die instead of killing him.
yeah, like,
that was
worse.
like her being nice, like, thank you for everything you've done. I'm on my own.
But you're gonna die slow, painful death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of me
That sort
ending
of
it.
thing.
Yeah.
Because he did ask. He's like, just kill me. She's like, yeah.
We don't deserve it.
All right, man. Anything else you want to say about the series?
No.
All right.
But you're going to lose in fantasy this year. You guys know that? He doesn't know that. You know that. I know that.
Lose to
He
who?
doesn't
You?
know. Oh, for sure.
Maybe.
Your team's
Never
falling
know.
apart as we speak.
It is kind of falling apart. Championship 2 years in a row, man. I lost, but.
Yeah?
All right, man. Thank
All
you
right.
so much. Enjoy your
Yeah.
meal.
I will.
Appreciate it.
Forte, great establishment.
Definitely.
Fantastic food. Thanks, buddy.
Thank you. Take it easy, guys.
What were the emotions you were feeling as Jamie was charging Daenerys?
Man, what were the emotions I was feeling? I'll be totally honest with you. I'm kind of a Jamie fan.
Okay.
I mean, Daenerys is cool and all, but sometimes she kind of gets on my nerves, like a little bit. But yeah. So I'm hoping that Jamie is alive and well. I mean, he's gonna be wet, but
I like Jamie as well.
Yeah.
Do you think Jamie will kill Cersei?
I'd like to think so. I I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I'd like to think so. In the end, he's going to be a good guy. But
So you like Jamie?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
my favorite character, Arya.
Nice, second one.
Popular one.
Yeah, yeah,
Popular one.
yeah.
Did you like Jamie like the whole time? Or
Oh yeah,
just, okay.
yeah. I've always been a Jamie
Is it
fan.
because of
I don't
his
know.
handsome
He's pretty handsome.
demeanor?
He's pretty handsome. I mean, maybe that's part of it, but
A lot of
I
people
like to
didn't-
think that it's
Kind of started off as a heel until you learn more about
Yeah.
it.
Well, I read the
episode,
first.
He pushes the kid out the window.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I wasn't a fan of him in the very first episode. Yeah. Go. Yeah.
After he hooked up with his sister, he pushed the little kid out the window.
That was when I was really I'm like,
Yeah.
go Jamie. Yeah, but
Probably
no.
about the time he lost his hand, right? That's when you start caring for
Oh
Jamie,
yeah,
I
there's like
think.
a whole season
With
there
him
where
and
like
Brienne are hanging
yeah,
out.
right, and then
So-
there's that like tension there, like will they, won't they? That was cool. Yeah.
What was your biggest shock factor so far? Like, what was the one thing that happened throughout the whole series that just took you back, jaw dropped?
Maybe you cried.
The Red Wedding.
Okay.
Because I really like, I'm trying to remember because I didn't see it live. And for whatever reason, it wasn't spoiled for me. And I've read like the first 2-3 books, so I hadn't gotten to that point in the books either. And yeah, super shocking. Yeah, definitely Red Wedding.
So
yeah.
what was worse, the fact that the wolf died, or that Catelyn Stark died? Because I didn't like Catelyn.
I mean,
to
she
be
was okay.
honest.
Yeah, she was okay. I mean, probably.
I was pretty upset
I mean,
to see the wolf die.
it's really sad seeing those wolves just one after the other. So, it was fun seeing Nymeria. Yeah.
Hopefully Ghost will be back soon.
Yeah.
We don't want to take up all your time. We know you got to work.
Hey, no worries.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Nice
wanna-
seeing you.
You want to check this out? You can find it on 123. It's the podcast on Facebook or
Fantastic.
YouTube.
I love it. I love
All right.
podcasts. Awesome. All right.
Hey guys, welcome back. 123. It's the podcast. I'm here with my main man, Priest Stewart. We're talking all sorts of stuff. I hope you enjoyed that hitting the streets. We had a lot of fun with it, and I hope you did too. Right now, we're just going to do a little segment, usually called Tripping with Zeke, but today it's obviously going to be called Tripping with Cos because he's not here. And basically, it's just a segment about my band. Now, we've already talked a little earlier about some of the shows we got coming up. I just wanted to fill you in really quick. Trip to Deuce just recorded a new single. It's not quite done yet. It's in the works. We've done our part. We're just waiting for it. See how that turns out. New song's going to be Cowards on the Run. I can't wait to get it out to you guys so you can hear that, but we're really excited about it. We do have some upcoming shows. As we stated before, the Broken String Fest, we were playing Friday at 11, and that is in Youngsville, Ohio. Pennsylvania. There's 2 Youngsvilles. Youngsville, Ohio, where's that? That's got to be even further away.
Yeah, it's way farther away.
We'll
play
I don't know what
Ohio
I'm doing.
Sunday.
Youngsville, Pennsylvania. We got the Q, once again. That's on the 2nd of September. We are opening for these guys. It's going to be a great show. You should all come out. We will also be playing the 3rd Thursday in the park over by the Wine Cellar. The Wine Cellar is a great place. Come get some drinks. Come watch us play. We're opening for the audience on the 21st. And then, like I said before, Local Music Showcase is actually September 9th. And we will be at Mojo's at 6 o'clock, kind of kicking off the evening. So that's what's going on with Trip to Deuce. That's going to end that quick little segment on Tripping with Cos. Now we're going to go to one of my favorite segments of this show. And we're going to go to Jose's Thought of the Day. Except, Jose's not here. So I'm going to just, this is going to be pretty random, but I'm going to let Priest throw out Jose's Thought of the Day by Priest.
I would have to say that mine is my thought of the day. That's something that's my thought every day. No matter what your dreams are, don't ever think that they're impossible or that you can't reach them. If you work hard and you keep your eye on the prize, you can do anything that you set your mind to.
I mean, that's true. You really can, can't you?
Yeah.
I'd agree with that statement. Some things might be tough to pull off, but yeah, it all takes hard work, and I love it. Good thought. So, we're going to be wrapping this up. We got a little song for you. I'm going to play a song. Priest is going to hop on the djembe. I'm going to hop on the acoustic guitar. And this song is going to be called Take 'Em Away. Hope you enjoy it. Sounds good, man. So that's pretty much our show. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about really quick before we end this one, Priest?
Yeah, how long has Trip to Deuce been together?
Oh, questions for me. Well, Trip to Deuce has been together about 3 years. About 3 years. We all got together. Zeke's been trying to get me into a band for a long time. A lot of his other projects had kind of died down at the time. He just took a little mixture of people he'd worked with in different bands throughout the past and put us all together. So, a little 5-piece. It's been going pretty smooth.
Now, see, I wasn't sure if, like, when you showed me the song, I was like, oh, okay, and then you started playing, I'm like, I know this song. Like, I've heard you guys play that live before. Like, we've done quite a few shows together. I'm like, yeah, I know this song.
Oh, yeah. It's one of the few ones I sing, so obviously it's memorable and it stands out.
Well, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But, it was just something I can do when he's not around, you know, because most of the stuff I write, it's funny, most of the stuff I write, he always does the words to, you know.
Oh, okay.
And sings, so, you know, I don't have a whole huge set list of songs that I do myself. Some covers here and there, you know, but so whenever I have to play a song for someone, I don't ever know what to play. That one is one that I actually I didn't write. I found a book of Zeke's lyrics. It's a funny story how that song came about. Zeke had a book of lyrics, and I was flipping through, and I went, I kind of like the lyrics to this. So I picked up my guitar. I gotta say, probably like 20 minutes later, I had written that song.
Nice.
And I was so proud of myself. I'm like, oh, Zeke's going to love this. This is a new song we can play. And I used his lyrics. This is cool. So I play it for him, and he waits till the very end of the song, and he goes, I liked that a lot. That was good. I'm like, all right, yes. And then he says, but those aren't my lyrics. Those are lyrics to a song that's been around for a long time, like an old folk song. You ever heard of Old Crow Medicine Show?
Oh, yeah. Love
it
that
was,
band.
it was, you know, they do it more of like a, take 'em away, Lord. Take away these chains from me.
Yeah.
You know that song?
Yeah.
So that's basically, those are the lyrics to that. I found them in the book and wrote my own song to it, not knowing that it was theirs.
Oh.
So, but that's the story behind that one.
Nice.
So that's going to do it for us, guys. I had a blast filling in for Zeke and Joel and
Same here.
Jose. Thank you very much, Priest. Slow Motion Breakdown. Great band. Go check them out. Trip to Deuce. Always check out as well. A lot of musical talent here in town. So till next week, everybody else should be back. Have a good one. 1, 2, 3. It's the podcast. And it's done.